Hello, good. Nice. Nice to meet you again.
How was your week?
My week was hard, a lot of work here and there. That you are like scared of coronavirus.
Everybody's.
Okay, thank you. I was thinking of this idea that now that we have many people are losing jobs and many people back in my country, Kenya, Tanzania, Uganda, and don't have jobs at the moment because they because of lockdown, because of coronavirus. So I was thinking of this friend of mine. His name is Jacob.
Okay.
He's from Eldoret, but
Nice.
he's a student at the University of Nairobi, and he has a problem. He has his motorcycle, and I was thinking, how can we help this guy? Do you have any idea what to do to?
He's living in Nairobi, no?
He's living in Nairobi, but he's from Eldoret. He has only a motorcycle.
It's interesting because he can start a service. He can start a transportation service probably. Maybe I know it's a problem, for example, in Nairobi and in the Crow cities in Africa about the workers' transportation. You know, because the cities are so crowded, you know, the traffic, etc. And it could be a very interesting solution because it's something is not giving Uber. Uber is expensive. And normally they use cars, and cars is more slow, you know, but motorcycle is more faster. I watched it in Rwanda. Is working really nice this model, this business model.
Yeah, that's good.
So,
well, maybe you can elaborate a little bit of it. How can he start that? Or who are the targeted people?
I think, for example, if he is going to give a transport, a worker transport service, he can focus, for example, the people who's working on offices, for example, in the downtown of Nairobi. You know, so there in the downtown of Nairobi there are a lot of government offices, banks, construction companies. So he can focus to this market. Probably are people who don't have cars, so they will need the service in the first place. And second one, probably they will live not necessarily outside of the city, but you know, in the ring
within the city.
Yeah. So they will need a nice transportation service. So it could be probably, you know, a market around 27 to 35 years old.
Yeah,
people who can pay the service.
Exactly. You know, back in our country, that the active people or people who are looking for jobs at the moment are between 25, 35. They're busy in the city. All the people are, well, they have money, they have their own vehicles.
They are running all the time. Yeah, it could be an interesting solution. So, for example, if he wants to start a transport company, he must have a package and a message very clear, because this is when you offer a service, is something is untouchable. So he must have very clear what is the message of his company will be giving and which kind of service. No, I don't know. Probably could be something like, our mission is that you always arrive on time in your work. Something like that, you know.
That's fantastic. Because he must be clear on what he wants or what he will provide to the people.
Exactly.
That will be the solution to the people who arrive late. Because I know, I think the last time you told me that you went to Nairobi, did you see the traffic?
I have been seeing videos. It's something crazy. Something crazy. In Ethiopia, for example, in Addis Ababa, I watch it by myself. You know, it's tangible. It's something really, really crazy.
Yeah. Now I see.
To the company. Now we already have the area, and the market. He will talk to people who's working on offices around 27 to 35 years old.
Yes.
The message must be very clear. You know, we are a serious company of transportation. Our mission is that you always arrive on time to your work.
Exactly.
Now, the thing will be which media he can use. Probably, for example, Uber is the biggest competition, is using Facebook ads or TV ads.
Yeah.
So he can start using Facebook ads and have a fan
All right,
page.
I think I like the mouth to mouth.
Yeah, exactly.
You meet your friends, you recommend other people talking to your friends, and your friends will tell other people. So
Yeah, it will give a lot of fidelity of his customers, and it's the best publicity or it's the best marketing campaign you can do it.
exactly.
Yeah, it's something, for example, it's really difficult to the biggest companies to do it because the people can talk about them, but they cannot have a short relationship with their customers because they are big companies.
It's a big company.
But when you start small, you have this opportunity. You can talk more familiarly with your customers.
And another thing is like you are the one meeting the customer. It is you and the customer.
Exactly.
There is no other person in between. So it is you giving the services directly to the customer.
Exactly. Yeah, this is really important. So mode, how would you say, mode to mode is something amazing. I think
it reminds me of your restaurant. Like one time I went there, I was asking, hey, can I have the menu?
Mm-hmm.
Your dad came and told me, no. Here we don't give menus. I'm gonna interact with you. So
exactly.
Wow, that's a good idea.
Yeah, exactly. For example, right now with this crisis by coronavirus, something that we are doing is working by internet. We have our own website,
yes.
The restaurant store, so we are selling on the website. But what we are trying to do is still have this interaction with our customers. So we have two ways. The first one is we'll always ask by the telephone number, and once the customers buy on our website, we send a message by WhatsApp saying,
good.
Hello, for example, hello Danny, I received your order. It will be ready at the time you asked by it. Yeah. So don't worry. We have a direct,
good interaction.
And another one is working really, really nice. For example, this week was something really interesting. My advice for you is coupons, by recommendation.
Okay.
For example, if you have a customer who's really happy with your service or with your product, you can say, please recommend with your friends. If you recommend you, I give you a coupon by 15% of discount, and I will give to your friends 10% off.
That's good. Because if I get the first customer, I can tell, okay, do this. If you recommend another person, I'm going to give you a discount of 50%.
Exactly.
Then after that person, I'll give 10%. That will continue.
Exactly. And actually, when you watch deeply, it's cheaper than using or than being paid Facebook ads, for example.
Yeah, that's the cheapest.
And it's more fidelity from your customers.
More efficient.
Yeah, it's really interesting. People, remember this, when you are selling something, people will buy you because knows others people is using your product or service.
Okay.
As humans, we believe in other humans.
Exactly.
So, for example, if I came naked here, you will be thinking I'm crazy because all the other humans are wearing clothes. So this is how our brain works. So if another person is recommended you, you will have more success and more and faster. You are saying that, for example, in my opinion, for example, your friend, he already have an idea.
Yeah, he has an idea.
He knows the market who he's going to talk, the message he's going to give, the media he will use. Now the thing is, the secret sauce is how he can do it successfully without money and without risk. And here could be the innovation and experimentation.
Okay.
The innovation could be, for example, what you said, talk using marketing mood to mood.
Yeah.
It's something, for example, Uber is not doing. It could be really, really interesting. He's innovating in the marketing media, so it's something really interesting. And another one could be in the business model. For example, Uber, you pay each travel you do, but he can talk with his customers because they will go to the work every single day.
Exactly.
So he can say, well, I can give you a better price if you pay a membership, a monthly payment membership, So I give you a 15% discount or a 20% discount if you pay the membership. And he can grow faster. He already has the money.
Yeah.
It's something very important. And he changed the business model. in something Uber is not doing. And for a small company, it's easier to change the ideas than the biggest.
I think when you talk about big companies taking time to change the ideas, is that because it involves many people.
Exactly.
But if I'm the only one making decisions, that also is risky.
Yeah.
But I think I can be able to make fast decisions.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's something really amazing. It's something really beautiful when we are small companies. And as Jeff Bezos said, Jeff Bezos is the owner of Amazon. So he said, even when you have a big company, try to manage it like a startup, like a small company. So it gives you agility. So it's really interesting. Now, if he can innovate in the media he's using, in the marketing media,
yes.
And for example, in the business model, he can be successful really fast, and he can hire another friends with motorcycles and
grow your company.
Now the thing could be the experimentation, how he can prove without money and without risk that the idea is working. So probably, for example, thinking it could be using leaflets. Okay, he can press leaflets.
Yes.
And give in the offices in the downtown of Nairobi. The secret here will be write a clear message. Our mission is you always arrive on time to your work. As a WhatsApp number, for example, your name and the name of your brand, of your company. Clear message, and then an irrefutable offer. Something like, for example, if you say you read a message in this leaflet,
yes,
your first travel will be by free. Something like that. But the idea here is, for example, probably he will think, well, I'm losing money in the first travel. Not necessarily, because when you give the service, you talk with the customers and you learn from their needs. Okay, how was the service for you? Which needs do you have? From where you live and your friends live to which kind of offices, you learn more about the customers that they need, so you can make a better service to your customers. It was a lesson. It took me almost 4 years to learn. So the experimentation, it's really important to go fast and with low risk. It's something interesting. So now, what you were saying, for example, when you have closed your store, the customer go to the next store. So what's happened? Now with the internet, we don't have this problem, because the customer can hear the service even in the night. When you are sleeping, your website is still working.
Yeah, now you wake up in the morning, you check
exactly
everything.
So it could be a good idea to talk in the next video. We can explore some ideas and by free.
Yeah.
How they can make like an online service, a digitalization service.
Exactly. So that now that he's starting the company, maybe we can, in the next video, we can talk about how he can manage to reach people. Excellent. Maybe to have like Uber, they can just ask for services without using your cell phone.
Yeah,
we can talk about that in the next video.
Yeah, because you can start by free. Really, believe me, you can start by free. It's a lot of gadgets or a lot of tools we can use by free, and then scale step by step by a better digitalization service without risk. But the important is we can start without money, without risk, or taking the risk at the lowest level, and it supports the idea we talked in the last video.
Yes.
Money is not necessarily about if you have money, you can make more money. This is not true. It's only about creativity.
Exactly.
It was a really interesting idea.
Thank you very much.
Now to you.
See you in the next video.
Okay.
See you guys.